I'm Tammy Karcher,
I'm Dennis Karcher.
and we're from Aviston, Illinois. We got over to O'Fallon and was seen at the emergency room at St. Elizabeth's, and took us right in, was very kind, and they did an EKG and they could tell from his EKG and the blood work that he was having a heart attack. So they admitted him to the 4th floor, and then he went for a cardiac cath, and they put a stent in, and everything was fine. He went back to the 4th floor, and he had to lay flat for like 6 or 8 hours.
After that, I was feeling really great. And Tammy left home at 9 o'clock because I was feeling good, and I was ready to go to bed and sleep. And so I did, and then it all broke loose.
Well, about that time he coded again, and he was down for 10 minutes. And all these people were running into the room, and we were out in the hall, and I could hear everything, and that was horrible. I mean, I was grateful for everybody that was there and helped him, but it was horrible hearing all of that. It was just the toughest thing I've ever been through in my life. The nurse supervisor came out and took us out to the waiting room to wait, and then she came back out and explained what was going on with Dennis and told us that it was real touch and go, and that I needed to call his family.
The next thing I remember is I feel like I'm fighting. I'm dreaming I'm fighting a bunch of people, and I feel like I couldn't breathe no more and just couldn't move, and it was just awful, this dream. And I come to find out after somebody's told me just to relax and breathe and take it easy, and I started to breathe again, and I woke up, and I see, and people are telling me, the nurses and stuff telling me what had happened, because I don't remember a darn thing except for the dream I had.
He had come a long ways. He was still not good, but he wasn't touch and go. They were giving me the impression that he was holding his own and doing, better. And from 6 a.m. until 12 noon, by 12 noon, he had the ventilator out and was talking to me. The surgeons were very kind and came out and spoke to us, and I mean, they gave me hugs. I've never had a surgeon hug me. I mean, it was wonderful. And they not only took care of Dennis, they also took care of me. And as long as I live, I'll never forget that. And the nurses that were on duty that helped Dennis and was so kind. They looked after Dennis, and they looked after me and all of us, and they were just ever so sweet. And I can't thank Dr. Adada and Dr. Saha and Dr. Asun, all the doctors that seen Dennis, and they were just so kind, and they even took the time with me, which they didn't have to take the time with me, but they did, and that meant the world to me. You'll never know what that meant to have people take such good care of you, and especially when you're so far away from your family. It means the world that people are that kind. And the nurses and the doctors and the people that brought the trays and the housekeeping department, they were all just as kind and helpful as could be. And it's always nice to be able to go somewhere and have a real warm feeling like that. Because like I said, as long as I live, I'll never forget this. I would recommend St. Elizabeth's Hospital for anybody that has any kind of heart issues at all. Because they got wonderful staff and knowledgeable surgeons and kind and compassionate people. The whole place, everybody that works there is very kind and compassionate, and that's what you need when you're in those kind of situations, is you need people to be compassionate with you. And that's exactly what I received, and I'll forever be thankful and grateful for everything. I don't know if they do a number. I know they do a 1 to 10 on pain, but to me, there's not a number high enough to say how well St. Elizabeth's treated us.
I want to say I thank you for the bottom of my heart. I know with your help and the grace of God, I'm still here today.